watching. I hope you're all doing well. I'm the FPL Penguin, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about Game Week 6. Game Week 6, Game Week 7, because I'm looking at Game Week 6, but we're going to talk about Game Week 6 as well. How I got on in a Game Week 6. So just going to wait for a few people to get themselves into the stream. Hopefully we can see if we can get any people around soon. I think we're live right now, which is great to know. So if you're in the chat, make yourself known, and we can get started with this stream. Just going to check everything is working with everything. So do let me know if you're in the chat right now. I'm struggling to see what's going on at the minute. So yeah, I'm the FPL Penguin, back again for Game Week 7. This is a FPL deadline stream, and we're going to be talking about the upcoming game week, transfers wise, captains wise, how we all got on in Game Week 7. Now it's live. It's live now, ladies and gentlemen, which is great. It took a while to appear on the laptop, so I hope you're all doing well. And I'm just going to check chat. Get yourself in chat. Let me know how you got on, guys. How did you all get on in Game Week 6? Got 55 points, as you can see here. I've got 55 points. I'm currently around 2.5 million at the minute. So I'm just going to wait for a few more people to say hello in the chat while I just work my magic on this beautiful stream. Let's turn that down and see what's happening on here. So we seem to be alright at the minute. How you doing, mate? The stream is fixed. Yeah, the stream's fixed now. It's been a while since I've done a stream, guys. It's been a while. It's been about a month since I've done a stream, so I'm a bit rusty. Same equipment, so there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just a bit getting used to it again. Hope you're doing well, mate. My Game Week 6 was a joke. How many points did you get, my friend? How many points did you get? 55 points I've got at the minute, so I'm... that's good. That's another green arrow. That's my second green arrow in a row, so I'm chuffed about that. And it's baby steps. Like I say, if you follow me on Instagram or Twitter, I'm mostly on Instagram at the minute, at FPL_penguin, and on Twitter it's got a number 1 at the end. If you want to give me a follow, that's great. Really do appreciate it. I'll try and post more on Twitter as well. I had Bamford, removed him after 2 blanks, and he got the hat-trick. Yeah, I tell you something, believe me or not, guys, at Game Week 1, a lot of people know this who I'm in a group with called the FPL's Life. Shout out to that group on Instagram or private chat group. I mentioned to the guys on there in Game Week 1 that before Game Week 1 started, I was in draft team. I thought Bamford was going to do very, very well. Now, you can blame me on that or not, but I believe Bamford was going to do very well, and he has done well. He's had a great start to the season with Leeds, and the reason I didn't bring him in is because they signed Rodrigo, and I thought with the experience Rodrigo's got in the UEFA Champions League, I thought that he's not going to start, and they play one striker up front, don't they, Leeds? So that's what I thought. Daniel, James is out. Is he confirmed out? I've been waiting for that news. So is he definitely out, James Rodriguez? Oh, yeah, is it confirmed? Is it confirmed? We want to know, is it confirmed with Rodriguez? Is he confirmed out? Yeah, attempted to get rid of DCL for 2 weeks. For 2 weeks? Who have Everton got for it? They've got Newcastle, and they've got Manchester United, I think, haven't they? You can see right here. So I'm going to keep DCL. I think he's going to get back on the score sheet. I think he's going to start scoring again as well. James out, confirmed. So it's all coming through now that James Rodriguez is out injured. Let me just check on my phone because I don't want anyone just in case. But I don't know the news myself, guys. So I'm going to have a look myself. Because you know what he did last time? Well, I figured it out. He wasn't out injured. So James Rodriguez. Let's see. Well, looking on my phone, if he's definitely out. If he's out, you've got to play Jack Harrison. Jack Harrison, my God. He's doing well himself, along with Bamford, but Bamford's obviously playing better. Let's see if he's out. Right, Ancelotti, 18 minutes ago, rules Rodriguez out for Newcastle trip. Yeah, it's confirmed. He's ruled out for the Newcastle trip, guys. So, James Rodriguez, thank you for that as well, Daniel. For putting that in the chat. Really appreciate it, mate. Thank you so much for that. And yeah, it's confirmed. Just looked on Google and it says Ancelotti rules and Rodriguez out for Newcastle trip. So that's a good thing. That. Well, I was going to say my 2 free transfers, but I decided we're going to have a transfer. We're going to do a transfer, guys, because I've not confirmed my team. I'll show you my team. How I'm lining up, should we say? This is how I'm lining up at the minute. But circle around James Rodriguez. Luke Ayling from Nicholas. See, Luke Ayling, I've got Dallas at the minute. I've got Dallas, and I think Ayling would be a good one as well. If you want to bring Ayling in yourself, if you look Leeds, they've got Leicester at home. Now, Leicester are playing 50-50. Now, they got a big result against Arsenal, 1-0 away. They got Crystal Palace away. I wouldn't see it as a bad idea to have Ayling in, or if you want double Leeds defence. I don't see it as a bad idea. DCL for Bamford. I'll tell you they're both great players. They're both very good at the minute. I would want both of them, DCL and Bamford. It's a tough one, but is Bamford going to, replicate that form that he had against Aston Villa, against Leicester? Now, I think Leicester are a tougher opposition. I think defensive-wise, they're pretty sound, near enough, if I dare say. I'd rather just, then again, with James Rodriguez out, no Richarlison, go for it. Go for Bamford. Go for Bamford, mate, because, where's the service going to come from for DCL? James Rodriguez out. Richarlison still suspended. Luka Dean suspended. You've taken out 3 of their top players out of that team, and Newcastle could get the win. So I don't see it as a bad idea, mate. Go for it. Go for bring him in. Bring in Bamford for DCL. It could really pay off. And Leeds are at home, aren't they? I believe. So yeah, James Rodriguez, guys, is out. My God. So I'm just going to share this. If you want to, you can share this on Twitter. We do appreciate it. And if you're new around here, please do consider subscribing. I'm just going to share this with a group that I've got. I just want to share it with them. So if you've got any questions, any more FPL Game Week 7 questions, do shoot them in chat. Do fire them away, and I'll get answering them as well. Just going to... Yeah, so we're going to do a transfer, guys. We're going to be doing a transfer. That's the team I'm going for. You're probably thinking, why have you still got Pickford? Why have you still got Pickford, Penguin? Why have you still got Pickford? You tell me, because I'm just going to go for him. He's probably going to concede 1 or 2 or 3 now against Newcastle. I think Callum Wilson is a great shout if you want to bring Callum Wilson in, or if you got Callum Wilson. I think he could do well against the Toffees. Callum Wilson, I feel he will shine. I think he will as well, mate. I think Callum Wilson will score against Everton. I do think he will. Just checking something as well. Yeah, we're all good. So, any new people tune in, welcome. One Rovers Vlogs, Charlie, guys, go subscribe to One Rovers Vlogs. He does Bristol Rovers Vlogs, match day, watch-alongs. He's doing them at the minute for his team. Great channel, great guy, and it's been great, great knowing him so far in this community. He's an awesome dude. Hope you're doing it well, mate. And yeah, so Charlie, anyone new coming in, James Rodriguez has been confirmed out injured, which is annoying. So I'm going to have to find a way around this, guys. I'm going to have to figure a way around this. So I'm going to I like my forward line. I like Jimenez. I like Danny Ings. I think if Leeds can score 3 against Aston Villa, they're kind of showing those kinks now in that defence, Aston Villa. Even though I still rate Martinez, the goalkeeper, defence is still a bit shaky. So Danny Ings, I think he could probably score against the Villa. And I'm going to still keep DCL. I really do like DCL. I've had him since he was at 6% ownership at Game Week 1. And my God, what is he at now? He's at 56%. He's like 50% more than what I had him at. And, look at the obviously we're going to say, yeah, he's had help from Richarlison. He's had help from James Rodriguez, Luka Dean as well. 7 goals. I mean, as I call him, Calvert Undertaker Lewin, or Calvert Lewandowski, some people are calling him now. But yeah, it's unfortunate that he didn't score against Southampton, carry on that goal streak as well. Charlie, I might captain Ings. Good shout, good differential right there. Danny Ings, how much is he on by at the minute? 18, just shy of 19%. Danny Ings. I want to captain Grealish. Grealish is a decent shout, but I'm just a bit where I'd love to have him, which I have got him. It's great to have him, but I wouldn't captain him. I think he's one of them. I know stats wise, he's very, he's pushing him up the field, and he's getting those stats, the key pass and everything. But I wouldn't myself be that confident to captain someone like Jack Grealish. But still, it's a good shout. More people coming in. I'll probably still play DCL. Optimistic. This Everton's team's going to look so different, man. It's going to look so... with Richarlison, Rodriguez and Luka Dean in there, they're going back to the old Everton. I think Newcastle are probably going to win. Guys, what do we think the Newcastle-Everton score's going to be? Get your predictions in. I'm going to say... I'm going to be nice to Everton, even though I don't particularly like them. I'm going to say 2-1 Newcastle. What do you think your predictions are, guys, for Newcastle-Everton? So we're going to just have a look while we're here at some potential... because now I'm looking at probably doing a transfer now, which is... I'm kind of waffling on. So I just want to get to the point now where I'm going to probably get rid of... on a free transfer, because I'm not doing any transfers yet, guys. I'm going to be looking at 3-1, Charlie says, to Newcastle. Good shout, good shout. I think Newcastle... I've got some Geordie friends as well. Big Newcastle fans. So they'll be hoping for that result as well. But yeah, so if we look at some of the players now, if we want to just lower it down... I don't want to take a hit. I didn't take a hit last time. It was free transfer. So if we look at some 8.4 players... 8.4 below players. So the highest one is Wilf Zaha. Now, I know a lot of people are bringing Wilf in. I don't think it's going to be easy against Wolves, but I know he's in form. He's at just nearly 26%. Guys, what do we think of Wilf Zaha? Wilson hat-trick, please. Oh, God. Man, you tempt me to get Wilson now. What do we think of Wilf Zaha? Do we think he's going to carry on this good form of his? Do we think that against Wolves? Do we think he will? There's some good players here. There's some, not good, but decent, but they're not as good as James Rodriguez. I really, if West Ham weren't playing Liverpool, and also Antonio's out as well for West Ham, there's not anyone there that's tempting me to get them. Is anyone else? If you have a look at the whole list of midfielders, to go back and change the price again. So if we have a look down here, there's Trossard. He's at 2.1%. He's got about, how many has he got at the minute? 1 goal and 2 assists. Nothing impressive. 6 million. He's got Tottenham. It's a tough game. Foden's in there as well, but his rotation. Havertz in there at the minute. What's he doing at the minute? 1 goal and 2 assists. What about Ziyech? Ziyech is a good shout as well, but I don't think I can afford him. I'll have to check in a minute. He's got Burnley away. I would have loved to have Sterling against Sheffield United. X2 Flair. How you doing, mate? How you doing? Guys, go check out X2 Flair on YouTube. He's a really, really good channel. Welcome. Really appreciate joining in. Thank you so much. Zaha is a fraud. Padraig, how you doing, mate? Jota, question. Oof. I mean, is Jota going to start? I mean, if we have the formation of a 3 and then a 1 up front, so Salah as that lone striker once again, and then have Mane on the left, Bobby in the middle, Jota on the right, it's a good differential, but it's rotation, mate. It's rotation. Barkley would be a good shout, but, he didn't do anything against Leeds. He didn't go in Leeds. He's got 2 goals at the minute. Is it all hype with Barkley? That's the thing. My God, my hand looks huge when I put it up to the camera. Yeah, but is it all hype with Barkley? That's the thing. Is it all hype? What's your intro song? It's by Nefex, Neffex, and they're copyright free, so they're more than happy. So you won't get a copyright strike if you use their songs in the videos. Check them out on YouTube. They are amazing. They've got over 4 million subscribers, guys. Nefex. They've released some new songs. They are awesome. Seriously, one of them does the vocals, the other just makes the music. Absolutely amazing. Check them out on YouTube. I use them on my intro and my outro as well. But yeah, any more questions, guys? While I'm looking through transfers, going to be a while. Game week 7. Any Game Week 7 questions you got. I'm not particularly an expert. I've got 13 years experience in this game, but I'm not particularly an expert, should we say. I'm not like, somebody finishing like top 10k every season. But if you want to fire them away, I'm more than happy to help you with them. Oh, it's that NFX song. Now I got it. Yeah. I love them. They're absolutely amazing. Seriously. So guys, any players do you think would be a good replacement for James Rodriguez for Game Week 7 that I haven't got already? Any replacements? I was thinking because I heard it elsewhere. Yeah, they're really underrated. Seriously, they need to get the songs out more in other places, get them more heard. So at the moment, I'm just trying to figure out who to bring in for James Rodriguez. If I took a hit, which I really don't want to do, I want to keep Trent in. That's the question. That's the not the question, but that's the what I want to do. It's a tough one because I didn't expect Rodriguez to be out. I know he was still on a yellow, injury. Infectious Soldier and Numb is my favourite. Yeah, I like them songs too. Cameron Luckman the baller. Yeah, he's very underrated. It's about 5 million and he's doing very. He's one of those little gems, hidden gems. What I keep talking about, and he's getting the stats, not particularly the goals and the assists, but he's got 2 appearances so far, probably 3, and the stats wise, key passes. He's really getting involved in the game. Luckman, I'm talking about. Wolves Zaha. I'm still thinking about. I'm just not so sure about Wolves Zaha, and the deadline's tonight, so it's one of them, which is going to make me think. Is it? It's going to be. It's really annoying. I don't know. I'm just looking at the. If I were to do a hit, I don't want to take Grealish out. I don't really want to take a hit. I don't want anyone saying take Trent Alexander-Arnold out because I'm feeling confident now that Antonio is out injured for the game. And I know we've got Fabinho. We've basically got no defenders. The only fit defenders, we've got Matip who's just about fit. And is it Gomez? Who's the other fit centre-back as well. So we're kind of screwed a bit. I'd get rid of Jimenez and Rodriguez for KDB and Bamford. Foden, Premier League live. Excuse me. And yeah. It's not a bad shout because I would like a City attacker going into the Sheffield United game. Because if you look at the fixtures here, that Sheffield United v City game, but I don't want to make panic moves. But if you make a move, a transfer, which could really, pull off, you're onto a winner. Because Sterling tomorrow could end up getting 2 goals. He did well against Marseille in midweek. And looks like Aguero's still out injured. Jesus is set to miss out as well. Matip to come in, but then we'll be out for another month after this game. I swear to God, we're screwed. Liverpool should play 0-0-10. Maybe Rashford. He's a good differential. You have to take a hit, unfortunately. Yeah, Rashford. See, my plan was I want to bring Bruno Fernandes back in soon. Bruno Fernandes has got Arsenal, he's got Everton, then he's got West Brom. So that's kind of messed things up with James Rodriguez going out because my little plan was to save this transfer, 2 free transfers going into Game Week 8, the week before the international break, and then using 2 free transfers. And then probably bring in Bruno Fernandes. Because Bruno Fernandes, if you look at his stats on SofaScore, I'm not sponsored, but if they want to sponsor me, go ahead. But seriously, Bruno Fernandes, his stats are good to look at, seriously. So if we have a look at Bruno Fernandes, because Manchester United have got Arsenal, tough game, it really is. But Man United are seriously getting those attacking returns at the minute. Goals per game, shots per game. This is Bruno Fernandes, 2.5 on average. Key passes, 2.0. That's the Champions League in his first 2, be it PSG and RB Leipzig. And he only played about less than half a game against RB Leipzig as well. So if we have a look as well in the Premier League. So far at the minute, this is what he's doing. He's taking corners left and right side as well. I just think he's such a good player. I'm a big fan of Bruno. I really am such a big fan of him. And at the minute, he's got 2.0 shots per game. He takes penalties as well. 3.6 on average on key passes. He's just a good player. I know he's quite dear, like expensive, 10.5 million. Hey, FPL tips. How you doing, mate? What do we do now? I have Rodriguez, mate. We're in the same boat with you, mate. Seriously, it's just. Oh god, I'm glad I'm doing this stream now. I haven't done a stream in about a month, and I'm glad I've got myself back into it. And I want to say thank you for 700 plus subscribers, guys. You're absolute legends. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. I know I said it already, but on a stream, thank you so much for 700 plus subscribers. It really does mean a lot. Just trying to get through all these people, all these questions. By Suchek. Oh, that's a name I hadn't heard from a while, guys. Suchek. Oh, against my team, Liverpool, I couldn't do that. And I'll be open for a clean sheet as well from Trent. I think you should just sell. I think you should sell him, mate. We've randomly just gone to another page. Bruno Fernandes back to the Champions League. Okay. You'll hit 1,000 soon, Penguin. I hope so. But, you know, it's all about working hard and just making what I feel are good videos, putting that information out there and just trying to make good content for you all. You know, I really appreciate support. I have 0.0 in the bank, so no idea. Unlucky, mate. I want Wolf Sahar. It's just, it's one of them. Can we have a look at Wolf Sahar's stats? So while we're here, we're going to have a look at Wolf's stats so far on SofaScore. So that's his heat map, as you can see. Unless my giant head's blocked it. So we'll scroll up a bit so you can see it. That's how he's doing so far on the heat map. And if we have a scroll down here, he's 1.5 on key passes, goals per game 0.8 on average, and 1.7 shots per game. This is Wilfred Zaha. How much is he? 7.2, 7.3? It's a tough one. Oh, I do not want Zaha, I mean. Yeah. Yeah, it's a tough one. It really is a tough one. It's I don't know. I just think, I don't mean to sound like this, but I just think Wolves Zaha is going to be such a troll. I think he's going to be such a troll, guys. Then again, he'll probably score 2 goals tonight. Don't clip this. And but yeah, I think it's a tough one. I don't know. There's not many good options when you look at it, guys. There's not many good options. He just feels the right choice, Wolves Zaha. He does feel like the right choice, but he's doing well, and I don't know how much is he. 7.3 at the minute. And Wolves are quite defensive. Well, despite conceding 3-4 to West Ham a few weeks ago. It's a tough one. Could I get Mahrez in? How much is Mahrez? Oh, he's 8.5, isn't he? Oh, he's definitely not 8 million. I mean, I don't want Foden. I mean, is he going to start games? 8.4. 0.3 out, guys. Yeah, Crystal Palace have no attacking style. I see where you guys are coming from. It's really a tough one. It's just... But, you know, thanks to Daniel in the chat for mentioning that, James Rodriguez. I was just going to do the stream with no transfers, but it's definitely confirmed out by the sounds of it. Looked on Google, different places, and it's 18, 20, 25, 30 minutes ago from now. It's been confirmed out by Ancelotti. And this time he is out injured. So it's going to be a tough one. And for about 8.1 million, I can't really get any good options unless I take a hit. And if we look at my bench, so you get an idea who I could, if I could replace him with somebody and not do a transfer. Yeah, there we go. Now he's confirmed out. Look, it's red. It's red now. It's turned from yellow to red. He's definitely out now. So that's who we've got on bench. Button, Gabriel, Burke, Justin. Most fantastic bench ever, isn't it? About Burke, I'll probably get rid of him soon. Or probably the end of this year if I decide to do a wild card. Or probably, God knows when. But he's there on the bench, and I don't know. I don't really want to put Justin on for Rodriguez. I want to have that extra attacker for those attacking returns. So what I'm going to do... This is a really tough one. If anyone finds not a solution, but yeah, for a Rodriguez replacement, whoever's in the same boat as me and Tips, Rodriguez, let us know. Yeah, have you found somebody? Have you found a hidden gem? You're not going to tell us, or is it somebody who I've got already that you brought in? But at the minute, I want to keep Jimenez because if I take him out now and in about 5 hours time, the guy or 6 hours time he scores 2 goals, I'd be absolutely annoyed. Seriously, I would. Um, so it's just a tough one, really. So if we took him out now, and I don't want to get rid of DCL because DCL, I just think is amazing when he has the service around him, and I think it's going to be a lot more harder now. But I still want to have him just in case, and see what the other right wing, left wing replacements can do. Iwobi and whoever the other guy is going to be. Jota is interesting for just this game week. He is. Stats wise, if we have a look at back to sofa score, Diogo Jota, keep calling him Diego. If we look at stats, that's his heat map so far. So you can have a look at that. That's his heat map so far. And he's played 4 games in the Premier League, started 2. It's Premier League, isn't it? Scores every 98 minutes. Goals per game 0.5. Scores shots per game 2.0. And key passes 0.5. It's really annoying. It really is annoying. I mean, Jota for a 1 week punt. I mean, it doesn't sound bad, does it? For a free transfer. And he's 6.3. He's 6.3 at the minute. What was it at the start of the season? 6.5. So it's gone down 0.2 since the start of the season. And 2 goals so far this season. He started 2 games, 1 against Villa, didn't do anything there, and 1 against Sheffield United where he got a goal. But it's a good shout, but I just want him to start. That's the thing. Leeds midfielders that are cheap. Yeah, you know what? I think that wouldn't be a bad idea, to be honest with you. Because I really don't want to take a hit. I know we don't like to. I've taken a hit from Game Week 3, Game Week 4, Game Week 5. I didn't take one hit, so I've taken a total of minus 12 in hits so far this season. So it's gonna be one of those annoying weeks. I just sense it's gonna be an annoying week. Probably for a lot of us, but probably for me. But I'm just gonna face the music and just wing it. So basically, if I were to do this, I want to just check something because I don't want to really take Trent out. But the plan was to put Chilwell in. Now I've got 9.7. So if I put Chilwell in for Trent, 9.9. See, we're getting 1 or 2 other options now. Not really, but, it's still... I know Rashford's there, suddenly appeared now. I can afford Rashford by 0.2 million. They've got Arsenal. Now, I think he did well against RB Leipzig, didn't he? He's 8.2 million. And he started every single game. He's not had a break. Look at that. 90 minutes all the way through. He's not even been subbed off. Then get Rashford. Rashford's not a bad shout, but I'm stuck between, would Klitsch be a good one? Or is Leicester going to be a tough game for Leeds? That's the thing. I want to play Jamal Lewis from Newcastle after looking at this Everton squad. I think we all want to have a team of Newcastle players now. Even put Joe Linton and he might score this time. Yeah, he got a hat-trick with, but good for him now, against Arsenal. But to be honest, that shocked me, that result. 5-0 against RB Leipzig. What the hell? Seriously, I thought RB Leipzig were better than that. And they had a decent team out as well, I'm sure. I thought they were better than that. But I don't want to be trolled. I mean, Rashford, it does sound juicy, doesn't it? Bringing him in for Rodriguez, and I can just about afford him by 0.2. It wouldn't be a bad shout, that. Because if we have a look at his stats here, should we have a look at Mr. Rashford? Great guy at the minute, with the whole free school dinners with kids. He's Absolute legend. What he's doing, what he's fighting for. Yes, this is stats at the minute in the Premier League. So at the minute, that's his heat map. Shots per game 1.6 on average. Key passes per game 1.6 on average. So if we have a look round here at the Champions League. Also, apologies if I misread some of your messages, because the laptop what I'm looking at is on the other, near enough on the other side of the table, because I've got so much on the table at the minute. I can't bring it any more forward. So if I don't read your message right, that's why it's over there. So probably need to get glasses. So I'm just replying back to FPL tips about before. I had him as a 4.4 player. Now he's worth. Even Arsenal in good form after that 3-0 win in the UEFA Champions. Well, yeah, but that was against. Who was it? A team from Ireland or something? I mean. Oh, that was a team from Ireland. I mean, that's nothing like what Man United did against RB Leipzig. I mean, they even had a strongish team out as well, Arsenal. So I think Man United could. I'd love to have Bruno Fernandes. I really would love to have Bruno Fernandes in my team. That would be a great thing. So key passes 0.5. This is Rashford. Shots per game 3.5 on average. I guess that helped a lot with that RB Leipzig game. At the minute, you can see shots on target. My God, look at this guy here, absolutely amazing. It's one of them where I'm not entirely sure what I want to go for. What can I change? Who could I change Trent Alexander-Arnold with? Ben Chilwell, he'd be a good shout. 5.8 million. Ben Chilwell's a good shout. Yeah, that's the team. I want United to lose to Brighton. To lose, Brighton to win. So Man United will be 16th. 16th, say 16th. Oh my God, I don't want to do Rashford, even though it could be just a 1 week punt. I don't like taking these 1 week punts unless they're really necessary. I mean, Arsenal's not going to be an easy game, guys. It's not going to be an easy game. Now, it still shocks me that RB Leipzig result. It really does. Yeah, but guys, if you're new around here, please do consider subscribing. Really do appreciate it. Road to 800 subscribers. And if you're enjoying the stream, hit the like button. Really do appreciate it. And share on Twitter and Facebook. Really do appreciate it. Just want to throw that out there. Jimenez to Bamford. I'd rather keep Jimenez over Bamford. I know it sounds bad, but I feel Leicester could keep Bamford out. I think they're going to be better defensive-wise than Villa were. James Rodriguez to Zaha, not a bad shout. Go for it. I think I'm debating it myself, like I was talking to FPL Tips. If you're still there, mate, like we were talking about Zaha, but then we don't want him, and then it's like 50-50. So it's like, I'm just here for the last 20, 25 minutes, 30 minutes, like thinking, who the hell do I bring in for James Rodriguez? It's crazy. So I want to try and get it done. Wolves Zaha's not bad, but once it happens, it's an early kickoff. It's an early game week kickoff, and I'd be so annoyed if Zaha blanks or Jimenez blanks as well. If they both blank and I've got them both in for tonight, I'll be so annoyed. You know what I mean? I think Wolves are better attacking wise than Crystal Palace. I think they've got that whole threat about them. And Zaha seems to be the obvious pick, but I don't want Crystal Palace. There was no one fancy going rogue. It's one of them, mate. It's one of them. It's like I said, tips. It's back and forth. Who with Zaha, if he's the player. I mean, there's so many people bringing him in, and it's like, I don't know. I just don't know if I want to bring him in. Hey Ray, how you doing? Come on, mate. Wolves are running on empty. Bamford's a decent shout, and definitely go for Zaha. I'm just very paranoid because, like you want to do well. You've done well. You're taking baby steps in the overall table. Then another one. I mean, it's one of them. Is it crazy to go Willian? Willian, is say Willian. Um, it's a good shout. It's a good shout, but I'd probably say no. He was doing well at the start of the season, but then he's kind of dipped a bit. Jorginho versus Burnley. It sounds. I would have Jorginho if it was the UEFA Champions League. I mean, different way they play it and stuff, but I'm not so sure. I mean, it's a good shout. It's a differential. It takes penalties, Jorginho. So it's going to be one of them. As a Chelsea fan, Jorginho may not be on penalties anymore. Interesting. Thanks for that. For letting us know. How everyone keeps saying this. How do you not have Kane? How do you not have Kane? Well, Kane's at 40 odd %, is he? And I just get this question all the time for the last few weeks. How do you not have Kane? Guys, he's at 42%. That's like a monster ownership. But this one here for Son, monster ownership, nearly 60%. If I had to choose one, I'd rather have Son because of the ownership and the guy. If you look on, I'll show you on here with Son, he's pushing himself up the field more than Harry Kane. So if you bring up a Spurs match, don't like that. And I'll show you a Spurs match right here. And we'll have a look at... Bring you a game. Should we give you the... I haven't looked at the Burnley game, how these two got on. Because I want to check. I don't think you can do it on here. No, I don't think you can do it on here. Which is kind of annoying, so... But you can see... I just feel like having Son in my team. I mean, if you look how we got on against Burnley, no key passes, 1 goal. Harry Kane is playing like a midfielder now. The way he's getting like all these key passes in, it's absolutely crazy. If we have a look at how Spurs got on in the Europa League game against which they lost, which was very, very surprising. And Kane played about 32 minutes, half an hour. And, Gareth Bale's still not doing anything. Well, FPL-wise, if you're judging it by that. Both Son and Kane were on the bench. So if we look at how Kane got on, and we have a look at how Son got on, as you can see here. Hopefully you can see that. That's a heat map from last night. That's how they got on. Looks like Werner's on penalties. Bamford is a full knee jerk. He is. He's. I don't know. I wish I brought him in Gameweek 1. I really wish I did, but hey ho. What about Saint Maximum? Do you have any stats on him? I do. I can bring them up. I'm like the stat man here. I do this with the group I'm in as well. I bring all these stats in. This is where I got the stats from when I do them YouTube videos. So if we bring in Saint Max, where is he? There he is. Saint Max. So that's his heat map so far. Let's have a little look at Saint Maximum's heat map so far in the Premier League. He's not getting the box as much, but he's there just hanging around on the left-hand side. And if you look on here, average-wise, shots per game, 0.8 on average, and 1.2 on key passes at the moment. He's got 1 goal, 1 assist at the moment for Newcastle. So that's for Ray. Just to... hope you can see that okay, guys. On the screen. By the way, I was joking about Willian. But it'd be hilarious if he ended up blowing up the street. It would be. It would be. I mean, this season, guys, is absolutely crazy. I don't see any of these. I was telling people this. I don't see any of these games like home and away anymore. There's no fans in stadiums has really made a difference, in my opinion. When someone says, Manchester United versus Arsenal, like this week. I don't see it at Old Trafford, even though technically it is at Old Trafford. I just feel like it's at a neutral ground. Like all these games are being played at Wembley, like it's a cup final at Wembley. I don't see these games. I don't see these games as home and away anymore. And I feel like the no fans in stadiums really making a difference. But there's a lot of surprise players coming out. There's a lot of shock results coming out. And, you know, it's going to be one hell of a season, guys. It's going to be one of those seasons where it's going to be a lot of highs and lows, a lot of unexpected surprises. It's going to be crazy. It really is. About Kane, who's your captain this week? Biggest dilemma. My captain is going to be Son. It's going to be Son, guys. So I hope you got the St. Max stats okay on the screen. Hopefully, because I could see, yeah, on the screen, okay. But honestly, I'm going to go for Son as captain. I think he's just in red hot form. He gets himself up the field more, and I feel like he just makes a difference. He really just makes a difference, and I'm just going to keep the captaincy on him. I think it's dangerous by not captaining a Spurs player at the moment because, you know, Son and Kane are on, you know, right hot form at the minute. So, Salah, see, there were so many people saying to me about Salah, you know, when they played Sheffield United, was it? And they were all saying to me, why aren't you captain Salah? Why aren't you captain Salah? Was it Sheffield United? Was it definitely... I think it was Sheffield United, was it? Yeah, it was Sheffield United. And they all said to me, oh, come on, Penguin, why are you not captaining? Why are you not captain Salah? And I said, I don't know, I'd just rather do Son and leave the kind of best till last. And Son, you know, did better than Salah, got a goal, and bonus, so I was well chuffed with that. So it's just like, play your own game, guys. Don't, you know, with the pressure of it or follow the crowd. Just play your own game. If it works out for you, it works out for you. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Just don't, because last season I was so pressured, like following the crowd and doing polls on Twitter. If you follow me on Twitter, or doing like who your captain, who's the best captain choice, like getting an idea who people captain and stuff. And I don't do that anymore. Well, not a lot. I did it once. If you do follow me, but it's I just feel more comfortable going by my, you know, my strategy, should we say? So I'm gonna go for Son again. I think, you know, against Brighton, could do something once again. I'm 25. Going to be 26 next year. I've been doing it since like 12 years old. FPL. This website I've been playing for like since 2007, 12, 13 years. 13 years now, should we say? 13. Overall, I'm 2.5 million. Not great, but baby steps. You know, I've had a green hour, 2 little green hours in the last 2 weeks, 2 game weeks. So it's all about taking your time. It's only game week 7. We're not even halfway through the season as well. So Rodriguez is out. Who to replace? That's the question. Welcome to stream as well. Yeah, I agree. Feels different playing. Yeah, without fans. It's, you know, it's just one of them. It's just one of them. So it's you know, if I go for predictions wise, I think Wolves will beat Palace tonight. I think it'll be a close game against Palace. I think City will beat Sheffield United. I'm going to say it now. I think Brewster will score tomorrow. I think Chelsea will beat Burnley. I don't think it'll be a riot of goals because we've seen Southampton just edge it and Spurs just edge it. So I'm going to say, I think Burnley could probably score. Maybe Chris Wood. I think it's going to be at least 2 goals to Chelsea in that game. I think Liverpool will win. I'm hoping for a clean sheet. I'm going to say 2-0 Liverpool. And Aston Villa versus Southampton. I'm going to say it's going to be a close game. You know what? I'm going to say Villa are going to come back from that defeat. I'm going to say a draw in this game. I'm going to say an entertaining draw. I'm going to say a 2-2 draw in this game. Newcastle versus Everton. I'm going to say... Do you know what? I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna probably. It's probably scream and draw. I feel like it's still scream and draw, even though they got Pickford and goal and no Luka Dean. I'm gonna say 2-1 Newcastle. Even though I'd love that as a Liverpool fan. I'm going to say 2-1 Newcastle. Hope DCL still scores. Man United versus Arsenal. Man United versus Arsenal. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. I'm going to be a bit boring, but I think it's going to be one of those games where I find it hard which way it's going to go, especially with no fans. So I'm going to say 1-1 at this very moment. Spurs versus Brighton. I'm going to say I think Brighton could score, but I'm going to say 3-1 to Spurs. I think Mopé will probably score, so I'm going to say 3-1 Spurs. Fulham versus West Brom. I'm going to say, I think it's going to be, former championship teams. I'm going to say a 1-1 draw. I think Grant's going to score in this game. I think it's going to be a close game, but I'm going to say 1-1. It's hard to predict that one. Leeds versus Leicester. I'm going to say 2-1. I think Jamie Vardy will probably score, but I think Leeds could edge it in this game. Or it could be a 1-1 draw. James Rodriguez. No, James Rodriguez is injured, mate. James Rodriguez. James Rodriguez. I don't know who to start for him. That's the thing. We've got about bloody like half an hour, 40 minutes, I think, about doing who to bring in, which is absolutely one of those annoying things to do, moves to make. So at the moment, if I have a look, guys, if you got any Game Week 7 questions, do fire them away. Really appreciate it, and I'll get answering your questions as well. So the big news that's coming out, any new people tuning in, James Rodriguez is injured. He's injured this time. He's definitely injured by the sounds of it. So I'm just here looking for a little replacement. There's been people like Rashford in my mind. I could bring in Rashford. If I did a hit, I can't bring him in for James Rodriguez. But I don't want to take a hit. You know what I'm going to do? I'd rather just keep Trent. Hold my nerve. And just pray. And hope for another good game week. And hope it goes my way. Will Kilman start? There's been a lot of talk about Kilman. He's been doing well, good start season, but a lot of people saying he could lose his place now. Rotation, use wildcard at the moment. I don't know if he's really cheap. It would be really cheap. He's a good one to have. I'd bring him in, mate. I'd bring him in. I think he could start again. And he's got some good stats behind him as well. But if I had to choose, I'm probably going to do a panic transfer, but I don't want to. It really annoys me. Do you know what I like about Wolves Zaha's fixtures? As you can see here, after Wolves, those fixtures look nice, don't they? They look nice. He's got, for him, Leeds, Burnley, Newcastle, West Brom. They look nice for him. I do wish I still had my wild card. I tell you, I do still wish I had my wild card. But that's the annoying thing. So I just don't have it. I used it in Game Week 2, and that was the most annoying thing I could ever do. But I've just got to work around it now. And 8.1. I really don't want to take a hit. I really don't want to take a hit. That's a really annoying thing. I want to keep. If I had to keep Grealish in, that's the annoying thing. All right, thank you. Who did you transfer this week? I saw the. Oh yeah, I haven't done Ray. I haven't done it. Yeah, that was just me, just playing around. So this is it in a minute. So this is reset. So if I've got one free transfer right there. I've not done any transfers yet. I'm probably going to do one on this stream. Should I be worried about Barkley? Have you got Barkley in your team? Is that what you mean? Or do you think he'll do well and you haven't got him? I'd love Barkley, but is double Villa going to be too much? After that 3-0 loss to Leeds, it's kind of put me off a bit. So I just want to stay safe and just have that one Villa midfielder. Should I be worried about? It's just one of those annoying things. So I'm probably going to go for. I'd rather have Zaha for game week 8 onwards. Well, game week 8, even against Spurs isn't a bad shout, to be honest with you. I think he could score against Spurs, to be honest with you, at home. So it's just not good options, is it, guys? For anything from under 8.4, it's not good options. It's pretty crap, isn't it? It's you got a guy in Foden who's like rotation. If he started, that's great. If he started, but is he going to start against Sheffield United? That's the annoying thing. Harvey Barnes, I'm not really a fan of in FPL. He started off okay, started off good, then he kind of fizzled out a bit, as I expected. Klitsch is in there. Klitsch takes penalties, I believe. Does he take penalties? And he's got 2 goals, 2 assists at the minute. He's a good shout to have that as... It's 5.6. And then there's Costa as well. But I would have Costa in. But Rafinha, the guy they signed from Rennes in France. I don't know if there's going to be like that rotation soon with him and Costa. Because he's not started yet. I don't think he's played a game yet, Rafinha. But Costa's doing well, so probably Costa's keeping him out the side. 2 goals and 2 assists. If we look at Leeds assets as well, I want to have a look at Klitsch. Is it this guy here? If you have a look at him, that's his heat map so far. Well, he's pretty all over the place, isn't he? He takes corners. He does take corners. It's like the left-hand side mostly, but it looks like he takes both sides. Key passes 1.7 on average, and also shots per game 0.5. Costa is better than Klitsch. Yeah, more attacker. We'll have a look at Costa in a minute. Callum Wilson. What's more questions come through? Alright, who should I start? Wilson. Who should I start? Wilson, Everton, or Zaha? Wilson, mate. Start Wilson. Yes, Klitsch on penalties. Costa's best. That's Klitsch. He pronounced his name. That's him. Doing well. So, and this is Costa. This is how he's getting on. He's pretty attacking. Look at that. He's bombing down that wing. 0.8 on shots and 1.0 on key passes at the moment. Crosses, he's not particularly great on crosses. Not particularly a crosser by the sounds of it, by the looks of it. And I'm confused between Kane and Son. Which one to bring in? And if you could only bring in one, Kane or Son, I'd say Son, for dare say. I think because of how high his ownership is, and he's looking more up the field. He's pushing himself more up the field than Kane during a game. So I would feel more confident owning Son over Kane, if I dare say. I just think Son has that lightning speed. He's electric. He's just amazing to watch until he picks up a red card. Fingers crossed he doesn't this week. Get Bowen in. West Ham have great fixtures coming up. I know, but I want to have someone in for Rodriguez to start, should I say, for this week. Welcome, FPL Maestro. By the way, FPL tips. Son is better option long term. Yeah, definitely. Cheaper as well. Definitely tips. Fully agree. He's just one of them. I mean, right, guys. I want everyone in chat now for a James Rodriguez replacement. Throw a name in there that is 8.4 or below, priced at 8.4 below. Throw a name in there that you think is a good replacement for James Rodriguez this week. Put in a name in chat that's 8.4 below or 9 million and below, and we'll have a look. But do let me know. Really appreciate it. That is so annoying. I'm glad Daniel told us about that. I'm glad he told us about that. St. Max, Zaha, Pulisic. Interesting. Pulisic again. John Harris, how you doing, mate? Pulisic, 3 in a row. 3 in a row, my God. Damn. Wow, okay. But how much is he? 8.3. What? Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, so he had that injury at the start of the season. Let's talk about Pulisic. We know he had that injury. We've got another Pulisic. That's four. Now that's four. We've got Havertz, another one for FPL tips. And, he's going to be starting games, isn't he? And it seems a decent game for him. So if you look at his stats up here, Christian. How you doing, Christian? 3 games so far. Play 3, started 2. He's a bit all over the pitch, isn't he? But he's mostly seen at the back. You can see shots per game 1.0, key passes 0.7, crosses 0% by Ozil. He's not in the Premier League squad, is he? Arsenal have not picked him for the 23-man, 25-man final squad. There's some of that. Pulisic wouldn't be a bad shout. Game's tomorrow, isn't it? What's he done so far? He's in at 6 points. 6 points so far. Hasn't got returns. It's a good shout. It's against Burnley. Why do I feel now he's going to probably score or do something? I just feel he could do something. Grealish captain this week. Bit risky, mate. Bit risky. But, play your game how you want to play it, and it could pay off. I made a decision to captain Son over Salah last week. Play your own game. Could work out, but myself, I've got him in my team, but I wouldn't be that confident to captain him. But you never know. It's a funny game. This season is a strange game. It's just one of those games. It's like, it's an unusual season we're having at the moment. So I've got players like... It's really annoying. It really is annoying, guys, this. So if a bit further down, should we look at it further down? Pepe, Lookman. What about Lookman? Can you imagine how? Because Cameron was talking about him earlier. And Lookman is one of them that, fair enough, he's not getting the FPL returns. But he's a good, cheap... Now, if we have a look on how he's getting on so far, that's his heat map, as you can see right there. So that's how he's getting on so far. And he started 2 out of 3 league games so far this season. Shots per game, 2.3 on average. Key passes per game, 2.0 on average. And crosses, he's getting about 0.3, less than 1. 50%. It's not much of a crosser like Costa. But, stats-wise that are backing him up, like the shots per game or key passes. For someone as cheap as him, okay, he's playing with a poor Fulham side that is more likely to get relegated this season, probably finish 20th. And reminds me of KSI with... Had Kai upgraded into Son instead of Trossard and Grealish. But Lookman, I think Lookman could do well, and it's against West Brom. Now, those two, I'm sure, last season didn't have an entertaining 2 fixtures last season in the Championship. But I feel he could be a good player to have, but I don't want to make a stupid move. That's a bit of a, stupid move to make, isn't it? So, I'm gonna have a really good think about it. It's just gonna be it's going to be one of them where... See, if I get someone like Lookman and he does well, it's going to be one of them. And some guy captained it. Who's best? I think I regret my decision. What's happening? Okay. There's plot twist. Lookman gets 5 goals. Can you imagine? I wouldn't be surprised. Would not be surprised. And some guy, some guy captains Lookman, but some guy out there triple captains Lookman, and then he gets a hat trick. Can you imagine? Be absolutely something. It'd be absolutely something. Not because Son is bad, but Trossard into Grealish would really balance my team. Oh no, Grealish isn't bad. Grealish, I think Villa will start to come good again. I think they'll get those returns again. I think Southampton could be a decent game for him. I think Leeds really did close them down, even though they didn't have Calvin Phillips. I do think Leeds are that good at closing teams down. It's just one of them. I'm just looking here. Any good cheap players? Remember Maddison when he was good in FPL? Jota, people mentioned during the stream. Can't get Mahrez, believe it or not, because I'm 0.3 out. I'd bring Mahrez in. He's getting the minutes. But then you only got a goal and assist so far. St. Max. This is going to be so annoying, this. The FPL scout don't recognise the original Lookman. Oh my god. It's just one of them. So people talking about Ward Prowse. Not talking about him much. I know he's only got 1 goal this season, but Southampton looking quite attacking. And what Pereira, he was doing alright start the season, but then he's kind of fizzled out a bit. He's got Fulham, so maybe he could do something against Fulham. And they've signed Grant as well, so I don't really want to. St. Max is playing full forward with Wilson. Is he? Is he now? Is he? Hang on. Let's have a look. Appreciate it for letting me know that. Thank you. Should we look at the Wolves game? Yeah, you're right. It looks like it's a 5-3-2. So that's it at the minute. So that's it at the minute. It says Wilson up front, St. Max up front. I mean, it's not a bad shout, is it? What was he like in the Wolves game? Pretty much all over the field. Key passes, 1 key pass. No, 1 shot on target. It's not a bad move, is it? And the way Everton are conceding goals, aren't they? And especially now we know James Rodriguez. Newcastle will be really looking forward to this game now, I tell you. Sells is an injury doubt too. It's going to be really annoying. It really is. I didn't make one now, but you're pressured to make a transfer on the stream. But I'm probably going to really have a think about this because we've got about, how long have we got? About 3 hours? 3.5 hours? Oh no, 2.5. Oh no, look at the wrong clock. 3.5 hours. Yes, it's just going to be one of them. I'm going to probably go for. I'd like to look at St. Max because I feel like that Newcastle game is going to have something unless it finishes 0-0. That's a good thing because I got Pickford in goal. And St. Max isn't a bad shout. St. Max, I still think DCL will score, but Everton will lose. Yeah, I think that too. I think that will probably be the thing. And I think St. Max could be. Can you imagine on St. Max's day? No, don't bench DCL, mate. Don't bench DCL because he could, even though he hasn't got the proper service around him, I think he's still more than capable to get a goal. Don't bench him. Still, unless you can find someone better on the bench to start over him. I wouldn't bench him, mate. Rodriguez to Mahrez. Or Pulisic. Oh, wow. That's a reasonably tough one. Well, Mahrez is starting games now. If I dare say, change it to Mahrez? Oh, can you imagine him scoring? Not Mahrez, the other question. And Mahrez, I think Mahrez. I like that over for the Sheffield United game. I have Jamal Lewis on the bench. I'll still start DCL over Jamal Lewis, mate. Actually, if you clean sheet, please don't. You make your own decision, mate. But I feel at DCL you've got to, you got to still start him. So I'm gonna just think about it, guys. If you're enjoying the stream, a little more shout out. If you're new around here, please do consider hitting the subscribe button and hit that notification bell too. And share the stream on Facebook and Twitter. I really do appreciate it. And if you're enjoying the stream, smash that like button if you haven't already. Really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. And but yeah, it's just one of them that's like I'm gonna probably. I don't want to take a hit. If I make a transfer, a good replacement for Rodriguez, I want that player to be someone who's going to shine, who I know is going to be that impact player, and then they're end up going to get one or 2 points this week, and I'm going to be absolutely annoyed. And some Jake, what about Zaha? Yeah, we've been talking about Wilf. It's just because what puts me off, like I was saying, is the early game week match against Wolves, and we don't know how he's going to do. And I'd be so annoyed because I've got Jimenez as well, and if they both blank, I mean, you don't want to go into Saturday. And most of my players are playing Sunday as well, so I'll be like, oh, come on. Really? I'll be like that. I'll be like, come on, Wilf. Really? It's just one of them. So I'm going to probably... I don't think Wolves a bad shout, but I'll tell you who I'm leaning towards. St. Max and Wilf. And there was someone else, I can't actually remember who it was. I'm not taking a hit. There's no way I'm taking a hit because I think my team's fine. I want to keep Trent and hope he finally gets returns this time and becomes the player that, returns to being the player that he was last season. Get those crosses in and the, Salah or Bobby heading them in or something like that, because it's just one of them. No worries, Jake, no worries. Yeah, but like we're saying about Wilf, I'm going to have a think about that. I was like FPL tips as well. I was talking to him about it as well. Wolves Zaha. And also, see, Costa wouldn't be a bad shout, would he? I mean, the way he's been playing, but I don't want to make... I'm gonna probably have a Manchester United. Got Arsenal. See, Rashford was on my mind as well. Somebody mentioned Rashford, but that would mean we have to take a hit. And I don't really want to be taking a hit. Your team is fine this week, man. That's from Ray. Don't take the hit. Every time someone says don't take the hit, I always think of Take the Hits channel from Joff and Mick. Take the hit. Shout out to them. They're really cool guys from Australia. Do check them out. Thoughts on Trent, Jimenez, I can't say it properly. Trent, Jimenez, and Podence to Rashford, Shaw, and Bamford for a hit. So would that be for a -4 or a -8? But overall, if it's for a -8, I'd say no. If it was for a -4, I'd say probably. But I'd give him a chance. I give Trent and Jimenez a chance this week, mate. I would say no. I would say no to that. I would say keep Trent, Podence, and Jimenez this week. Personally, take the hit. But I am going to do a free transfer, guys. I need to sort Rodriguez out, and I don't really want to be starting Justin. Then again, could be a 0-0. Absolutely would be the icing on the cake, because I want to show you quickly how I got on. Some of you may have seen 55 points. I think I got, and look who's on my bench. Look at that. And you're probably thinking, well, not as bad as mine, Penguin. I know some people had like Klitsch on the bench, or even one person had Bamford on their bench last game week as well. So I had Dallas missed out on those points, 6 from Dallas and 6 from Justin. I didn't think, most of all, Leicester would keep a clean sheet against Arsenal. I didn't think that. Really didn't think that. Not sure if the delivery van is here, so I might need to check in a minute. Yeah, so basically that's it at the minute. So yeah, Rodriguez is definitely out. Alex, he's definitely out. Rodriguez is definitely out. Martinez, Foster, Chilwell, Kilman. Suggestions, please. I think it's a nice team overall. I like it. I think you can't go wrong with Wilson. He could do something against Everton, like I mentioned. keep DCL, even though there's no Rodriguez with Charles and look at Dean. And Kane suggestions. Have you? Oh, you've got Kane. Yeah. So Kane in there as well. Your team's sound, mate. It looks nice. I don't think you need to make any changes at all. I just look at that team and I think you're good to go, mate. And I think maybe it could do with a Danny Ings. Maybe if you want to do DCL to Danny Ings, there's nothing wrong with that. But overall, you've got a lot of the big players in there, a lot of the ones who could do well this game week, and I think it's a great team, mate. It's a really nice team, that. On the point about Justin, should I start him or find a replacement for Rodriguez for a -4? So yeah, like I said, I'm in the same dilemma, and it's just one of those games. Because if he gets a clean sheet again, I'll be absolutely annoyed if he gets another clean sheet. But I could just say the free transfer like my original plan was, and just one of them. We've got more people watching. Just want to throw this out. We've got 29 people watching. If you're enjoying the stream, hit the like button. Really do appreciate it. And please subscribe. Really do appreciate it. Just want to throw that out there as well. Thank you so much. But yeah, I'm still debating what. Just answering Jake's question. I'm probably going to, because how long would Rodriguez be out for? I mean, he's got Man United next. I think I'd rather keep Rodriguez. And if I were to set my team out like this, like I'm going to do now, if I were to just do this and hold my nerve, set my team out like that, I mean, that's all right, isn't it? I guess. I mean, you've got the likes of Wilf Zaha in your minds. You know, it's just one of them that's going to be annoying. Any option for Cavani? The guy's about 8-something million, isn't he? Cavani. Anyone. Cavani's not going to get the games. Cavani's even when he signed for United, did not think he was going to. I just see him as like a Falcao 2.0. Remember him? 8 million. Cavani is. So how much have you got in the bank, mate? How much have you got left over? Do let me know for your Cavani potential Cavani transfer. But yeah, I could do that. I mean, who was the other player that was in my mind? Forgetting now. 8.9. If we do that, no, 8.4. I'm gonna. So there's Wolf Zaha in my mind. We've talked about him. See, there's also no. Don't really want to do that. There's also Barkley in there. St. Max, that's the one. Also Jota is a cheap one. Differential right there. But the whole rotation stuff, and I'm not saying he's bad, but in FPL he's just it's 50-50. From Ray, I don't really fancy James with the absence of Luca Dean. Oh, Coleman as well. Forgot about him. Coleman's out injured as well, guys. Newcastle are going to absolutely run riot. Coleman and Richarlison. But play your game. Yeah, it's going to be. Yeah, I'm going to probably go for. I could start Justin, and I'll probably save James Rodriguez because he's such a good player. I think he's still got it in him. I mean, how long's Coleman out for? And then you got, I think Richarlison's back soon, isn't he, from a suspension? It's going to be one of them. It's going to be very interesting. So at the moment, what I'm probably going to be doing, I'm going to probably going to go for. See, people talking about Pulisic, people talking about St. Max, talking about Zaha. So there's 3 players in particular. I could have a Leeds as well, but there's 3. Wolf Zaha. I forgot already. But Wolf Zaha, Pulisic, and St. Max. 3 players in particular. Even Harrison, I can bring Harrison back in if I wanted to. I'm just thinking which one to go for because Pulisic is there, but he hasn't done much yet since he started the last 2 games. It's just going for Lookman. I can sell her this week. What do you say, guys? Like we were talking about Lookman earlier, and he could be a good cheap one to have. And he's got some decent stats, like is it 2 point something shots per game, 2 point something key passes. Probably not getting the goals assists as much, but the other stats back him up. He's a good shout. St. Max for Rodriguez seems nice. It would look nice to have that. Pulisic, Zaha, but Will Zaha does something. He does something. I've got Cody in my team anyway. I'll be hoping for a clean sheet for Wolves. And sorry, I left what I missed. We've just been talking about who to bring in. You've not missed much, mate. You've not missed much. And what about City players? I can't afford it unless I take a hit, because if I took... I'm not taking Salah out for Sterling, because if the guy's fit now to play after that little, limping off after the Champions League game, so he could turn up. I mean, if I were to do a -4, take Grealish out. Sterling. How much is Sterling? Sterling's like 11.6. No, I definitely can't get someone in for that. That's annoying to look at. I'm just gonna actually do this. If I would I'm not think about a City player, because I'm a bit annoyed about that, because I think City are going to do well against Sheffield United. So there's 3 players: Pulisic, Will Zaha, or St. Max, and I feel like I'm going to lean more to St. Max. I think I'm leaning more to him if he's playing as a striker. When did they play? They play at 2 o'clock. So I'm probably, if I were to bring St. Max in, that leaves me 2.8 million in the bank. Trent and James Rodriguez out for Rashford and Chilwell. Not a bad idea. That sounds good, and I like that. I think that's a good one to go for. I say go for it. Go for it. That's a good shout there. Who else there? Harrison or Costa seems nice for long term. I tell you, it's either between. I'm stuck now. I'm at the final 2 or 3. I feel like I need a lead attacker in there. What about City players? Man City players. Can't get Sterling in unless I really just do damage to my team. I don't want to do that. I really don't want to do that. Ray. Richarlison suspended till the 21st of November. Thank you for letting me know. Not sure if he's allowed playing that week or not. If he's or not, can I get an explanation? For the 21st of November. Oh yeah, I was just reading that through. So Richarlison's back the 21st. So what the hell is he? Is that when he says back? Turns out he's a forward now. Keep forgetting he's a forward. So he's suspended till the 21st. So if I'm correct, 'cause he's got a 3-match ban. So yeah, he'll be back. He'll be back for the 21st, mate. I think. Yeah, that's how it works, because it's a 3-match ban. So he'll be back, mate. Ray, he'll be back for game week 9, because he's done 1 game suspension already. So he'll be back for game week 9 against Fulham away. Yeah. Trent and James, he'll be available 21st. Yep. Yeah, so he's got that. That's when he'll be back. So Everton are going to miss him for the Newcastle game, Man United game, and then he'll be back for the Fulham. Then they've got lovely fixtures. So to get that double Everton in again attack, Fulham, Leeds, and Burnley. So welcome to stream, more people. Hope you're all doing well. If you enjoy the stream, hit the like button. Really appreciate it, and subscribe. Become a member of the Bubbly Bunch. I take no credit for that. That was Chris Jericho, my favourite wrestler. And we don't mind me using it. And best 4.5 million defender. Because we're all answering your questions. So what are you going to do about Rodriguez? I'm going to get him out. That's the thing. The question is, who? And I'm stuck between... I know a lot of people have been talking about Will Zaha. We've been talking about Pulisic. We've been talking about Rashford as well. But I can't afford him unless I take a hit. But the ones I'm looking at are St. Maximin, because he's playing as striker. Everton, they got their injury and suspension worries. Newcastle will be up for this. And also in my mind as well, who was the other one? Costa or Harrison. Get that attacker versus Leicester. Okay, thanks. I got kind of... Oh, no worries, mate. No worries. Hammers to Foden. Good shout, but I'm just thinking about Foden. Is he going to start? But when he does come on the field, he does end up getting a return, doesn't he? So I don't see that as a bad shout. Definitely have a look at doing that. Hammers to Foden, it's Pep rotation. We don't know how Pep will line up his team each week, and that's just Pep, isn't it? He's getting 0.1 as soon, so maybe him. He's a good one. Sorry, I was meant to be looking at this. I'm going to answer questions. As we can see, yeah, he's on there. So there's some good ones as well. See, he's getting some good games. It looks like, is Mitchell injured tonight? By the looks of it. He's got a slight knock, so he could probably miss the game tonight. Which is a good sign if you're him in a zoner, like myself. And, but yeah, Target's in there as well. You got a West Ham defender. I think you can't go wrong with Kilman, 4.2 million, and even Justin's a good shout. Kilman's started the last 3 games. He's got 1 assist. Bonus. He's got 6 in total. Right now, Foden is pretty nailed. Is he now? Is he? I'll tell you something. I love all the viewers still watching, and we've been talking about who to bring over James Rodriguez for the last 45 minutes or something. But thank you for still sticking around. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And about 33, 34 watchers at the minute. If you're enjoying it, please like the stream and share on Facebook and Twitter, and subscribe if you want to. This is the road to 800 subscribers. We're gonna get there, guys. But thank you so much for your support. Really appreciate it. Foden. Oh God, he is. Hang on. He's getting the game time, isn't he? Oh, wow, guys. What do you think about Foden? What do you think about Foden, guys? Chicken nuggets. Rashford or Bruno? Bruno. Yeah, Rashford only got all those against RB Leipzig because Bruno came on the field later in the game. So I'd still say, stats-wise, when he starts, go for Bruno. Bruno over Rashford, if I dare say. Yeah, Bruno as well. Trying to keep up all these. Mitchell to be assessed after the knock. After a knock. We got. I don't think he's nailed. He's getting the minutes every game. Yeah, he's not really nailed, but 90 minutes, 63 minutes. He's basically started every game, hasn't he? So he's getting the returns, 2 goals and 1 assist, and he's like the cheapest attacking midfielder there for City. 6.6. I definitely gained a sub in me. Cheers, and don't forget I got for a massive effort. Thank you so much for subscribing. We do appreciate it, mate. Thank you so much. Definitely I got for makes differential this week, and it is. It's a good differential, isn't it? If he starts, I'm stuck between him or St. Max, and I'd love a Newcastle attacker. I really would, but can you imagine if St. Max turns up and he actually goes wild? Not saying he goes too wild, but I think anybody can score against Pickford at the minute, even a League 2 player. I mean, no disrespect, but I mean, Pickford isn't that great, is he? He's not good, you know what I mean? And don't ask why I still got him. Don't ask. I'm planning to get rid of him for Martinez or whatever his name is for Aston Villa very, very soon. Yeah, he came off the bench. He's going to start that. I know City have got their... Hopefully he does start. Do we think Foden might start tomorrow? And it's not a big game. It could start, couldn't it? I mean, did he start in the Champions League? Because that's a big hint as well. That's a big hint on Pep's, leading up to the game week, Premier League game week. Did he start in this Champions League game? He did. He played a full 90 minutes. Oh, that's not good. He played a full 90 minutes against Marseille. Oh, wow. 90 minutes. Didn't get a goal and assist. Key pass is only 1. I think that's just too risky. The guy's played a full 90 minutes there. That's yeah, he did start in Champions League. Wouldn't say Man City's coming. Yeah, just one of them, I tell you. It's just one of those. I tell you, I think I might just skip Foden. I'm just stuck between him or Harrison or Costa, and it's going to be. And then you probably say, "What's the heart?" I want to have somebody for Sunday. I want to have or Saturday. We've gone back. We need to go back. The only players I've got playing tomorrow are Salah and Trent. I've got a lot playing on Sunday. I've got Grealish, Ings, DCL, got Pickford. I've got Son all on Sunday. So Sunday I'm looking forward to. I think it's going to be great. I've probably only got Dallas at the minute for the Leeds game. Let's go. I picked St. Max. Oh, you make me want to pick him now. You make me want to pick St. Max. Lookman and Pereira are good differentials. They are. I think that game could really surprise us. End up being a 0-0, I bet. But finishing 0-0. Jimenez or Grealish? Jimenez, definitely. Jimenez over Grealish. Leicester are without Castan, if that is pronounced his name. Evans and Sayucho. How have Leicester done? Like, you know. Because we know Sayucho's been out for the last few games, yeah. But then again, they kept a clean sheet against Arsenal. Castan's out. I'm really tempted to have a Leeds attacker. What about Pereira at West Brom? Fulham this week. True. It's been a bit 50-50. And if you look at past games, because that Pereira played in against Fulham last season. What game was it? I'll show you on here. Fulham versus West Brom. If we do go back. There's some good stats on there at the minute. You can see here, where I've just highlighted on the left-hand side of the screen, on the 14th of July, that finished 0-0 over there. That was at West Brom. No fans. And if we go back, you can find it on here, hopefully. Hopefully I'm not gone too far back. And here, on the 14th of September, finished 1-1 on the left-hand side of the screen, where the fixtures are here. I'm highlighting now. So that's their last two games, their last two matchups. Just to let everyone know who's got a Pereira or Lookman or planning to bring them in. Absolutely crazy. Wolves terrible, creating chances. Currently Aston Villa. See, I just want to keep Jimenez. I think he's just one of them that's gonna hopefully pop up with a goal. This is still frustrating me. Like Ray was saying, don't take a hit. I don't want to take a hit. I just want to go and just do that free transfer. I could start Justin over James Rodriguez. Jimenez is looking to score at the moment. You know, he's one of them. But if he does get a goal tonight, you know, I could do with that, and that'd be nice to see him get that goal. And if there's someone who's going to score for Wolves, more likely going to score for Wolves, it's Jimenez, isn't it? So I'm stuck between. I definitely want to take a transfer. If I brought in either St. Max, I'm ruling Wolf out. Then again, he could score. Then that's my fault, isn't it? But I'm playing my game. I'm going to rule him out for now, Wolf. And I'm going to look at probably St. Max or Costa or Jack Harrison. My friend in the mini league removed Grealish for Pereira. Now I'll captain him because whenever someone is removed, they hammer points. Oh wow. I think Grealish could do well. I think he could get back into that FPL form again, and I'm glad I still got him. I think he's really, really good. So, if I know we've been waffling on for like an hour now or so, probably longer, an hour and 15 minutes or so. So I'm probably gonna have a good think about it, and I don't want to be pressured into doing it. I don't want to be pressured into doing it, guys. I think I want to make sure I do the right move. We've only got like, how long have we got? Like exactly 3 hours until the deadline, and I want to make sure I do the right move. If I end up doing a move on stream and thinking, yeah, I'm going to do him, and then I think about 10 minutes after the stream, I shouldn't have done that. So I want to make sure I hope I make the right choice. So I'm going to leave it there. That's what I'm going for. We've gone on for quite a period of time, but give me a follow on Instagram, Twitter, and you will see a video from me. Hopefully, my confirmed team later on today. But yeah, give me a follow on Instagram at FPL_penguin, and on Twitter, same thing, but with number 1 at the end. And if you have enjoyed the video, guys, hit the like button. Really appreciate it. Thoughts on Jorginho before we go? He's good, but I don't think he's that good FPL-wise. Hit the like button before you go, and subscribe. Really do appreciate it. And share on Facebook and Twitter. All right, guys. See you later. Bye-bye.